Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show. Yes, I am recording from outside um, as we enjoy a little extra daylight here, um, coming to you live on this wonderful Monday. And this happens to be Memorial Day that I am recording this show. And so, um, before I get started, I would like to take a moment to um, remember those who lost their lives while serving the USA in military and didn't make it home. So we remember those people today and every day. Uh, and Memorial Day is a reminder of the sacrifices that they made. That being said, um, the show must go on. So um, I'm here tonight, and this is just going to be a quick one. Um, so, in case you're wondering why I didn't do my show last week, why I canceled without any notice, it was because we had a lot going on here at home, and we had a lot to navigate between getting um, upgraded fiber optics and having to make adjustments with the whole new system and everything, and also getting a new roof here at home. It was just a lot. Um, I mean, I personally wasn't too worried about it, but I just knew that I just didn't have the energy in me to do my show last week. So that's why I did not do it. Um, but everything is good. We've made the adjustments that needed to make with our new fiber optics, and yes, the internet is working a lot better as a result of that. And the roof is really cool. Um, I'm very happy about that as well. And I'm happy to be back with you guys. And this is actually my first episode that I'm doing since my birthday a week and a half ago. Um, so, um, yeah, I feel blessed to have uh, gone so long and doing my show. And I can't believe that it's almost a year since I've done my show here on Fireside. I started last August, so we're coming up now on 10 months of doing this. And, I didn't really do too much research of anything going on with autism prior to this episode. I did have a link that was saved um, when I intended to do my show last week, but then I got rid of that link because I knew I wasn't going to be on here. But uh, I think what it had to do with was may have had to do something with uh, prom for special needs people. But again, I don't remember what the article is. But what I will tell you is that, in light of the fact that it is Memorial Day weekend, I will tell you that for many years, I felt a lot around holidays. Um, I felt uh, some sense of insecurity because not around holidays, of course, I would be going to different events slash social gatherings and building relationships with a lot of new people. And then all of a sudden, with the holiday, I'm just here at home or uh, just around regular family. But uh, the last two Memorial Day weekends, including this one, I have actually gotten together with one of my groups for a special private gathering of sorts to have fun. So um, that's been cool. But even if that didn't happen, I'm uh, I'm still very grateful, and I know that people don't forget about me as they go about their days and um, the gatherings that they have planned or they're going to. Um, and the reason I say that is because, as a lot of you know, as it relates to autism, a lot of people on the spectrum struggle with friendships. Some of them don't even or can't even make the effort for them, and others do make the effort, but it's a struggle. And what I've learned over the years for myself is that it's okay to not be a traditionalist. You know, um, a lot of people have close circles or top five people, and it's okay if you don't have that. The biggest thing is uh, don't force things upon people and just be naturally you. And understand that other people um, have their own ways of keeping their cup filled. And, you know, uh, the right people will be thinking of you and there for you. And that's what I have to say about that. And of course, on a weekend like this, you always remember those who would love to just have one more gathering with uh, their father, their brother, their friend, their son, cousin, uncle, um, wife, sister, mother, uh, niece, nephew, you name it, um, of somebody who did not make it home. And you remember that that is truly why we get to celebrate the way we do with barbecue and, um, if you're lucky, really nice weather like we've had here in New Jersey this weekend. Thank God it wasn't extremely hot. In fact, it's nice and windy while I record this. So, um, yeah, that is the gist of what I wanted to share. Oh, hi, Ron. Good to see you. I'm just doing a quick show here. um, to check in and let everyone know where I'm at, why I didn't do my show last week, which in summary was because of stuff going on with internet upgrades and new roof here at home, which all is settled now. And and this being my first show since my birthday occurred, and um, and just letting everyone know the struggles that some people on the autism spectrum might face, especially on a weekend like this when it seems like everybody that they've built friendships with goes away and they're stuck at home, and to understand that you're never really alone, that people have their own ways of filling their cup or keeping their cup filled, and 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 that yeah, people will be there for you. Um, Let me check. Uh, I'm just I'm just checking the chat here, and okay, it just looks like emojis. That's cool. I like that. Um, so yeah, I'm just out here on the porch before it gets too dark. So um, yeah, just wanted to check in and share a little bit with everybody. Um, and uh, thank you, Ron. Thank you for the wishes. And yeah, I enjoy um, being able to share what I can with people. So um, yeah, and as I usually do toward the end of my show, I also like to let people where I've been about since my last show um, with my activities. I actually had an event with one of my monthly groups the day after my birthday. Um, and then last week, last week I had a few uh, things. I helped my workplace at a spring market last Tuesday. Last Wednesday, I had a networking event that was really cool and got to see what is called a company called Nomad Pizza, which does coal fired pizza traveling with their truck. And then there was also a uh, another networking the following morning, um, which was pretty cool. And yeah, that is about it, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I did. Yep, that's it. Um, oh yeah, and the private gathering with one of my groups on Saturday. So yeah, yeah. So let's see, um, Ron. I think you had sent a request to come up, so um, I'm going to go ahead and bring you up if you want. And I'm also,
Hi.
um, if you could let me know in the
Hello.
chat if you want to appear on camera or not. Um,
Can you
Either
hear me
way is
now?
fine. Um,
Um,
I just I'm still getting used to
Hello.
this technology
Can
here,
you hear me? I'm sorry,
so
Brian. Can you hear me?
um, yeah. So
Um,
I'm going to take my mic out so that I can hear you while you're speaking, and and I invite you. Oh, I
Hello.
invite you.
Can you hear me
Yeah, I could hear you.
now? Okay, there you go. I was wondering why I couldn't. You said when your microphone's in, you can't hear me. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. Now I could hear you.
Okay. But yeah, just so how was when was your birthday exactly?
It was the 18th.
The 18th. Okay, happy belated birthday. And
Thank you.
and I like you said something about how and I'm interested to know and the reason people you said being on this the spectrum about these kind of holidays is because you don't like to stray too much from what you don't like to be in a place that you're going to be in the unknown where your routine is challenged. Is it that kind of thing?
Um, I somewhat, I would say.
Hmm.
But I have gotten used to pushing out of my comfort zone in recent years, and some of this stemmed to before the pandemic, and then as things were getting a little bit better with the pandemic, then I started getting back out. But yes, in general, with some people on the spectrum who are very introverted, I'm not
Right.
really introverted, so um,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously. But I feel like I mean I'm not on the spectrum, but these holidays, Memorial Day, Fourth of July, whatever, where it's mostly spent with like a big group of friends. I have felt more alone on those holidays when I was at times than any other holidays because when you don't have those big groups, you feel like, but like you said, everyone fills their cup their own way, and as long as you reach a place where you're not where you're happy and you can be satisfied being where you're at, it doesn't matter. Um, and so I don't suffer from that loneliness anymore. But and that's been a few years. That was back when I was in my 20s, and I'm older. I was to say I'm older now. Um, but uh, but yeah, I've always you say you get out of your comfort zone. I'm sure going on to the social media, social audio platforms is was getting out of your comfort zone or not.
Yeah, I mean, I know that when I first started doing Clubhouse 2 years ago, it was definitely out of my comfort zone, and I remember how I would talk very soft, but part of that was because I wasn't ready to fully reveal exactly what was going on in those moments at home.
Right.
But then once I did, that's when things really took off for me with all of that. And, to your point about being older and no longer feeling uh, loneliness, I've felt that too as I've gotten older, and I'm in my mid 30s now. So yeah, it's yeah, I'm just living every day in gratitude, and
Very good.
that's how I do it.
Yeah, me too. I try to live. Yeah, absolutely. Gratitude is the best attitude. And what I was going to ask was something else. Oh, was Clubhouse the first social audio platform you went on?
Yes,
Okay, and that was at that time it was huge, right? Like it's declined in Clubhouse. I've read.
yeah, it has declined a lot, um, and there's a lot of reasons behind that.
Hmm.
Because of uh, not just because the world is more open, but also because um, there's been a lot of changes with the app that have made it more difficult for people to get their information out to navigate. Um,
Right. To navigate's difficult for me. I mean, they have these rooms and houses and everything. I'm just trying to get to, and I'm like, are you serious? Because when you make it not user friendly, when it becomes the opposite of that, it's not worth. You don't want to go on. Doesn't invite you back to want to go back. That's how I feel.
right, right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Was it during the pandemic that you started?
Yeah, it was. I first got an invite in February 2021, and then I got my big break in late April, early May 2021, as I found key influencers and started going into so many rooms.
Right. Oh wow. I was wondering. So when you got on Wisdom, were you one of the? Were you on there when they were just starting?
Yes and no. Um, I say yes because it was about 2 months after the app started, so mid
Uh-huh.
November 2021. No, because I wasn't one of the very first on there,
Mhm.
but I did do a lot of shows on there for a while until I shifted to Fireside.
Right. And Fireside, I'm seeing as really what I've been told is it's more the future because it incorporates the video. And I just read that like Paris Hilton invested in it, and they've got this new the television or whatever, and they're going to try to. I think it's great. I just hope that I just wanted to look up and see is it going to be discontinued. I don't think so, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's that's good. Yeah, and just forgive me.
Oh,
I'm
it's okay.
just I'm coming indoors to do the rest of
No
this,
worries. No worries.
and yeah. So wow. So repeat that again. You said something about Paris
Oh,
Hilton.
oh, yeah. She recently invested in Firehouse. Fireside. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Fireside, not Firehouse. Fireside app.
got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Yeah. That's really cool.
Hmm.
That yeah. I know there've been some big names who have invested in it. Mark Cuban has been invested in it
Oh,
since the very
absolutely. Hmm.
and and I know that uh, Heather DeBrow has started doing shows on
Yes.
here. I never had known
And
that
Tyler
name
Henry
before.
too. Me not. Me
Yeah,
neither. Me neither. I never watched the Real Housewives or any of those shows, but I knew Tyler Henry. I'd seen him a couple times on television, and I thought that was really neat. Whatever they can do to attract more and more people and to make it more mainstream is the ideal. I can't. I think the ultimate goal, which would be awesome, is that creators get monetized. I mean, there's ways to do it now, but you know what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's yeah. I saw a big jump in followers after Tyler Henry brought his community on here.
Me
Um,
too,
yeah, I mean it's a
which is
testament
great.
to our endurance with being on here hosting shows, um, and it. I mean, there's there are some things though about the Fireside platform that I feel like was tailored too much to those big names, uh, because
Mhm.
I noticed after Tyler got on here that they changed uh, what you see when you first get on the app. That I didn't like. I liked the way it was before he got on here.
What was it like before? Just it went straight to like your to choose.
Yeah, I mean, once I hit the app, it it immediately shows like a previous episode of sorts, which these days is a Johnny Carson episode.
Right,
I'd rather
right.
just go to the main menu and see what's
Sure.
going on.
Yeah, and I've read people are not happy about that too. Besides yourself, just reading in the app store, people reviews or whatever. But this is available though for Android too, right? The app.
Oh, I think so, but I'm on iPhone, so
Me
I don't
too. Me
know.
too. Yeah, to find that out. I think so. I don't know, but that was another review that was very critical. It's talked about, and that could have been a longer, a while back. But have you enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend?
I have, yes. Have you?
Excellent. Yes, yes. And yesterday was a very nice day. I always like when Sundays are like like a Saturday. It always feels good. And yeah, it's just been a weekend of relaxing and cooking. I've cooked a good bit, and uh, yeah, it's nice, very nice. And I saw Cecilia Grace on Wisdom.
Yes.
Kudos. I saw her in person on Friday, and that was very nice to see her again. It'd been since January since I'd seen her, and she's doing well. And she's actually in North Carolina. She's with a guy that's she's touring with the Dead, Grateful Dead, post Jerry Garcia, and she's helping him out. He's a vendor, and so she's on a little adventure right now. So it's nice to live vicariously through her adventures. She has quite a few.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm very happy for her. I haven't talked to her in a while. Um, so, yeah, wow, that's cool that she came to the Southeast to see you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, very grateful. And yeah, but so when do you usually? Is this the day you usually do your show? Is it a weekly thing or?
Yeah, it's usually a weekly thing. Um,
Okay,
I didn't do it last week because I had a lot going on at home. But it is usually a weekly thing. It's usually Monday nights. Sometimes I get them scheduled, sometimes I don't. It really depends on the energy that I have to prepare
sure.
and whether I can do some research about uh, what's going on with autism in the news, um, and have that influence uh, what I talk about on here.
Yeah, I understand. I don't like to. I've been thinking about setting a series, scheduling a series, but I'm like no, because I have to feel a certain way. I have to be of right energy. So I thought no, I won't do that. But anything in the news right now that you're talking about?
Um, no, not at the moment. I did have something of a link last week, but then I exited out of it because I knew I wasn't gonna get to my show last week. So
Gotcha.
I just kind of figured I would pop on because I wasn't even prepared to be on tonight for
Oh,
Memorial
okay.
Day. But seeing how low things were, I kind of figured I'll come on and do a quick show or something. And
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting anybody to be here, but I just figured I'd get something recorded and
Right,
do that.
right. When you say low, you mean like there's not any shows going on?
That and the amount of people.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But you can't tell how many people are on the platform though at any given moment, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, unless you see a show going on
Okay, gotcha.
that's live.
Right. Okay. Just wondering if I was missing something. Uh, but yeah, it was great to talk to you, Brian. I'm glad you came on. I'm glad I got to come in and speak to you, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you for coming on, Ron. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate you too, sir. Bye bye.
Bye, Ron. Thank you, Ron, for coming on, and Cecilia Grace Figueroa. Spirit, kudos to you, and kudos to all of you who have tuned into the show either live or on replay, whether here on Fireside or on YouTube, or should this get repurposed to any other platform that you listen to podcast shows, which I don't do any repurposing, but yeah, appreciate all of you for listening in, and hopefully I will be back next week with another episode. And until then, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace.